Have you ever felt a rhythm in your soul? A beat that just makes you want to move? For one little girl, that rhythm wasn't just a feeling. It was her whole world. Let's call her Elara. From the moment she could stand, Elara danced. She didn't need a grand stage or a sparkling costume. The kitchen floor was her Broadway. The gentle hum of the refrigerator, her orchestra. Her tiny feet would pitter-patter across the tiles, her arms waving like willow branches in a soft breeze. Her family would watch, mesmerized, as she told stories without a single word. A twirl was a burst of joy. A soft leap was a flight of imagination. And a gentle sway was a moment of quiet thought. She danced when she was happy. She danced when she was sad. And she danced just because she could. The world outside her home wasn't always as kind. At school, some kids didn't understand. "Why are you always wiggling?" they'd ask. For a moment, her light dimmed. She tried to stand still, to be like everyone else, but it felt like holding her breath underwater. The music inside her was too strong, too vibrant. One day, the school announced a talent show. Alara's heart did a little flutter kick. Could she? Should she? The thought was terrifying. What if they laughed? But then she remembered the feeling of the sun on her face as she danced in the garden. The pure, uncontainable joy of it. That feeling was more powerful than any fear. She decided to dance for herself, and if others enjoyed it, that would just be a bonus. She didn't choose a fancy, popular song. Instead, she picked a simple, instrumental piece that felt like a story waiting to be told. When the day came, her hands were trembling. She walked onto the stage, the bright light making it hard to see the faces in the audience. She took a deep breath, closed her eyes, and let the music begin. And then she danced. She forgot about the audience, the judges, the fear. It was just her and the music, a conversation between her body and the melody. She told the story of a seed sprouting, reaching for the sun, weathering a storm, and finally blossoming into a beautiful flower. Every movement was filled with passion and honesty. She wasn't trying to be a perfect ballerina. She was just being Elara. When the music faded, she ended in a simple, quiet pose. For a moment, there was silence. Alara's heart pounded in her ears. Then, a single person started clapping.
Another joined in, and another, until the entire auditorium erupted in applause. They hadn't just seen a dance.
They had felt a story. They saw the passion that had been hiding in plain sight. From that day on, something shifted. The other kids didn't see her as the weird wiggling girl anymore. They saw her as the dancing girl. The girl who could speak with her movements, who wasn't afraid to be herself. Her dance became her superpower. It taught her resilience, discipline, and the incredible power of self. She learned that the most beautiful art comes from the most authentic place. She continued to dance, not for applause or for fame, but because it was her language, her joy, her very essence. Her story reminds us that we all have a unique rhythm inside us. It might not be dance. It could be painting, writing, coding, or even just making someone laugh. The key is to listen to that inner music and have the courage to let it play. Don't be afraid to share your unique dance with the world. So what's your dance? What's that thing that makes your spirit soar? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Let's celebrate all the different ways we express ourselves. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this moment with me. If this story touched you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more stories that inspire. Until next time, keep listening to your own rhythm.